Welcome, degenerates, to another episode of the Very Online Show, where two extremely online people, that's me and Lucy, explain to one sort of online, increasingly online person what the hell is going on the internet. Jeff, how you feeling?
Feeling good. Apparently I'm a degen, but I'm feeling good. I'm loving it.
We're all comfortable in our status of being degenerates.
I was going to say, you said that in like a D-Gen Z or something. You know, that's we're taking control, and that's our new name.
We're taking ownership of that identity so that we can become better. Mm-hmm. We are trying to educate people on the ways of a degenerate so that the next generation can hopefully avoid the mistakes that we have made. Depending on your perspective, this is either our quest to rot Jeff's brain, or it's our quest to convince you that there's hope yet, and that we are not suffering from internet-induced brain rot. We are just the vessels for much information that will help improve your presence and your experience on the internet, and hopefully you can pass that down.
Yes.
Like who's the person who's like checking in with us every week, being like, "Oh, are their brains rotted?"
I think there are people that are constantly having this discussion behind our backs.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And we just need to ensure that we're at least making an attempt to guide that discussion to a degree.
Yeah.
All right, I welcome that.
This week's episode is going to be an interesting one, and it's Lucy's episode.
It's me. So I know one of the cardinal rules of the internet is don't read the comments. However, I do read the comments on TiVos every week.
Oh, no.
No, they're all lovely.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But they're all genuinely, of any show I've ever been involved with, the comment section is the nicest and like most chill, and I really enjoy it. I have seen the feedback, which is that this show definitely does delve into, you know, existential crisis, everything is shit quite a lot. Mm-hmm. And so
sometimes
I mean,
the truth. We delve into the truth
all the time. Yeah.
Every episode. So genuinely this week, I wanted to do something quite nice and lighthearted, and you know what, there's a lot going on. I genuinely just don't want to have an existential crisis for once. So my question to you, Jeff, are you a cat guy or a dog guy?
I'd rather you guess, or you probably know already.
Yeah, you're a dog guy. You have a dog.
I'm a dog guy, like militantly a dog guy.
Okay. Tough shit, because this week
Motherfucker,
we're doing cats on the internet, baby.
That was such a bait and switch.
I know.
What happened? I thought I was gonna get something feel good.
You are getting feel good stuff.
You're gonna get
cats.
feel good. You're getting cats.
I hate cats.
No.
What? No one can hate cats, Jeff. Here's a rule for the internet.
Cats.
Here's a rule for the internet, Jeff. Never say you hate cats.
I know.
Automatically, you become public enemy number one in seconds.
I've been saying it for 20 years on the internet, and I've been all right.
Wow. Maybe not anymore.
No, I guess this is where my check bounces.
This is how you get cancelled, Jeff.
Yeah. All right, I'll die on this hill. Let's do it. Let's go, baby.
I wanted to talk about cats on the internet and the relationship that people on the internet have with cats. So to kick off, I thought we would look at the oldest cat video on YouTube.
Ready?
Oh, cool. All right, I'll check this out.
So it's a cat.
This is it.
It's a nice cat.
This is it. It's
number one.
This is called Pajamas and Nick Drake.
I mean, the cat is called Pajamas. The cat belongs to Steve Chen, or belonged. You know, this was from 16 years ago. That cat's probably dead.
Cat's dead. That cat's dead.
No existential crisis. No pondering.
It's fine.
No,
you know,
I mean, look, I have no problem with dead cats. I'm kidding. You know what's really wild about that video is that old iPod box on the shelf.
It is really a time capsule. But yeah, that's from May 2005. So that cat's called Pajamas. He's dancing around to Nick Drake. That was uploaded by Steve Chen, who was one of the co-founders of YouTube in 2005. So cats have been pervasive on the internet for a very long time. I don't need to tell you that, but I think it's quite interesting, the story of how they got there. So Jeff, when you think of famous internet cats, what do you think of? Who or what comes to mind? Okay. No anti-cat sentiments here, please.
I'll do the best I can, no promises. Two cats come to mind. Grumpy Cat and Keyboard Cat. Yo,
Yay.
Keyboard Cat's my favorite cat.
Not Long Cat? What about Long
Who?
Cat?
I don't
You
know
remember Long Cat?
Long Cat was pretty good.
Long Cat is
Maru,
very good.
Maru.
Long Cat.
Yeah, you have to show me that, but like I'm sure I've seen it.
Yeah, look
Something
at him.
about
Look how long he is.
Look how long
I've seen-
Cat is.
Long Cat is upsetting.
Long Cat is so long.
Look at
Long
him.
Cat.
Long Cat is long there in the comics.
I can't believe it is larger than the tallest skyscraper on the planet, judging by that very factual
She's
graph.
a Kiki.
Long Cat
Aw.
rules. I'll give you that. I like Long Cat peeking through the top of the eye of a hurricane. That's
Yeah,
a
we got-
special meme.
Long Cat versus
good.
Dark Cat.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's a
that
good
makes
one.
sense.
That's a good one.
Oh god.
It's very good. Look, the memes are ripe with Long
Memes
Cat.
are ripe.
Right?
When do you think we started taking pictures of cats? And like, when did that become a thing? Memes.
1995.
You are wrong.
You're very
Earlier, like we've been
Hundreds
taking
of
cats.
years.
We've been
Yeah.
taking cats as long as we've been taking photos of cats as long as there's been cameras.
But
So-
when did you think though that like the idea of juxtaposing a picture of a cat with like a humorous caption came from?
Oh, like putting hats on pets and shit? I don't know, 200 years ago.
Not that far off. So the first like, I'm taking this as, you know, the kind of heyday of cat internet pictures, which was, you know, 2005 to maybe 2010, 2012, which
Yeah.
was impact font, cat, standard meme kind of format as it was back then, back in like the early meme days, I would say. But
Sure.
if you go back to the 1870s, there was a guy, Tam, if you want to click on that link.
Is this the first cat meme?
These are the first cat memes. So this guy named Harry Pointer released
You're
a
a
series
photographer, Harry.
Oh.
released a series of cat pics called the Brighton Cats, because he's from Brighton in the UK. And what he would do is he would take his little pictures of cats and he would do funny things with them. Like, look, this cat, he's a photographer. That cat's not supposed to be a photographer. And look,
Yeah.
they're in
A
baskets.
cat in a hat.
And then
Cat on a bike.
he would write little things on. So that one says a happy new year. This one, we do feel lonely without you. Look, it's like a mum cat
This-
holding a little kitten cat.
We have not come very far, have we?
Yeah. 5 o'clock tea. Look at those cats having tea.
I mean,
Look at this
this
one.
guy only knew.
Bring up the dinner, Betsy.
Long Cat. Which one's
The
dinner,
first
Betsy?
long cat.
Proto long cat.
How now the real tragedy, as we all know about Harry Pointer, is that in order to get these shots composed, he of course had to superglue all these cats to these items and shelves.
No.
Sad story, but that's what they did back in the
No,
1820s.
this is the thing. This is the thing. Like cats, you have to work around them. And when you do that, they're more than willing to work with you.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
cats. The best thing about a cat is that it doesn't like you and you don't like it.
Yeah.
No.
And it's
Cats
that
are a
symbiotic
great judge of
relationship.
character. That's
Yeah,
the thing.
makes
Dogs
you
are
think.
like dogs. Again, I've said this before. You can train a dog to snitch on you. That's how police dogs work. They're literally trained
you just-
snitches.
sure, look,
you
I
can
don't
never
like- I don't
train
like
a cat
dogs that
to
are
snitch
cops.
on you.
I
Yeah.
don't like dogs that are cops.
You
if
can
that's
never
what-
train a cat to snitch on you, which is that's what I'm saying. That's
Yeah.
the start and end of that
Yeah,
conversation.
and if you dive in
And
front
what
of it, it would
you
eat
could
you.
be a serial killer, and a dog would be like, "Yeah, I'm your friend." No.
Yeah.
Cats are a great judge of character. They know this is a wrong one. I need to get out of here. This is what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Superior.
Yeah.
So the
We
bright.
were talking to like the cat meme person himself, so
I
I
was
get
gonna
it.
say- I know a
You've got
thing about
vested
taking
interest.
pictures
You got a
around
Do you know
vested
what?
interest in this.
Do you know
You're
what?
too close to the fire, man.
I didn't even put in a picture of Tam's cat meme. Just you can.
It's okay.
Like,
Everyone's seen it already. What do you need to put another
it's
photo?
probably one of the most popular cat memes ever made. I wonder. Oh no, it was. No, it's not in the timeline that I put in. But anyway, the Brighton Cats did very well, and it became a series of popular greetings cards because Harry Pointer would also take pictures of real humans, and those pictures weren't very popular. But his cats, his funny little cats, became very popular. And then he inspired.
How many cats did he go through?
There was
Like,
about,
what-
I think it was a set number of cats, but there were eventually about 200 pictures. And then there was another photographer called Harry Freeze,
It's just all these Harrys are at it.
Yeah,
Harrys
so-
are absolutely at it right now.
See, I
Look at this.
don't like these.
So this is from an issue of Life magazine from 1937 that someone's
I
put
don't
on
like
Google.
this.
So he's kind of trying to go for like more dogs, but if you scroll down, Harry Freeze also would go for cats. Like little cats are dunces. Look at this cat ironing.
Yeah, but like
cat.
this doesn't look very fun for these animals.
In 1937, I don't know, hopscotch was the most fun you could do with your clothes on.
Ball and a
So-
stick.
Here we have a picture of Jeff using the internet.
Look,
You fucking asshole.
wait, can you go? This was a difficult
Yes,
shot
that is
because
me.
a pig is a difficult subject. Go up one.
Oh, dude, that pig looks
pig.
rough.
So,
A
so
pig looks how I
yeah,
feel.
a
That
pig
pig
is
looks
not having a good time. But the cats apparently rapt
Wait,
attention
there
is
was-
gained by waving an object in front of kittens. I'm loving this, behind the curtain look
breakdown.
we're getting here. And then this is just the rest is Life magazine and it's very interesting, by the way.
Dude, the bunnies don't look real. Were those bunnies real?
I think
I
they
think they-
were. There were some people who would take pictures, but they used stuffed animals. But again, keeping it light, guys. Keeping it light.
Yeah, we're keeping it light. We're keeping it light. Oh Jesus.
Oh, keeping it light.
Okay.
Keep it light.
You
Keep it light.
must you
Sorry.
must abort here.
I always gravitate towards the darker side, so
Yeah.
So, cat pictures were already popular, but how
Yeah.
did they get popular on the internet?
Great question.
So, to find out more, we have to go back to the proto-internet, because the internet as we know it didn't really come out until the early 90s, like 91, I think it was.
Okay.
Before that, people used a system called Usenet, which is kind of like a forum built by academics, and topics would basically be grouped into categories called news groups. Usenet is one that I personally am a little too young for. I've never used it. Haha, Usenet. But basically, you can kind of catalog that to be, Web 1.0 in a way. It was built by academics. It was very, very limited. And but at the same time, people would always talk about their pets. There was a cat news group called rec.pet.cats, so rec.pet.cats. Catchy. Which was like an online discussion board to talk about cat care and share like stories and pictures of cats and stuff. However, and this is dark, and we will quickly gravitate we'll quickly gravitate away from it. Is that this board is kind of infamous because it was also the subject of like huge trolling at the time, and this was like the late 80s, early 90s. There was this other board. There was this other board called alt.tasteless, who would basically, I don't know, like a proto 4chan would just come and raid this cat board and tell all these awful stories about dead cats and poisoning cats and stuff.
Gee, okay.
here, this is what I'm saying.
Moving away from it.
This is what Jeff would be under.
If I was on
This
the
is what
internet
Jeff,
in
Jeff
the
would
70s,
be. Jeff would be an tasteless
feel-
user.
That's true. I do have a T-shirt with that Usenet address. No, what's cool is I feel good about saying that. I feel good that I can also say that Usenet is before my time as well. Just wanted to put that out there.
Apparently Usenet is still around, but
Yeah.
then
It's
like,
actually used now for piracy in a huge way. It's a huge
interesting.
piracy thing. Yeah.
Interesting. I wouldn't know. I've never pirated a thing in my
Never.
life.
No,
Never
I
done
don't, who
anything.
knows how to do that?
I have never done anything illegal.
Exactly.
Yes, just to confirm for the
And-
400th
confirm.
time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So there is moving away from this because you can actually still read all of those old posts because someone archived them to a Google group. But there's an American media scholar named Ethan Zuckerman. I just really like this quote. So Tam, can you read this quote?
Web 1.0 was invented to allow physicists to share research papers. Web 2.0 was created to allow people to share pictures of cute cats.
So Web 2.0 is like the web as we know it right now, and as the internet kind of grew in popularity, so did things like it grew in popularity because it became more accessible with the influx of things like AOL, and with more people getting on the internet, more people had access to message boards and blogs. And what do people like to talk about? Themselves and their pets. So a huge influx of cat pictures and cat topics happened that way. Cats in particular, huge in Japan. So it was very, very popular and sort of like Japanese message boards to kind of chronicle what was happening, like the day-to-day activities of people's cats. But in terms of memes, one of the earliest proper cat memes was Giko or Giko Neko. Tam, if you'd like to click that link.
Yes, I would.
He originated on a message board called Ayase World. World in about 1998, 1999, and this is the cat who was popularized on a very big Japanese web forum called
That might be
2channel.
That might be Ayashi.
Ayashi.
Strange world.
Yes. Ayashi World.
Yeah, Ayashi is the Japanese word for strange.
And it's famous because the little phrase that he's often accompanied with, which is Iteyoshi. Is that right? Did I pronounce that correctly? Which, depending on which kanji is used to write it, can either mean please go away or please die.
That's
so this
different.
So this little guy became very, very popular in kind of the late 90s, because also as well, like, emojis weren't as sophisticated at this time, and so people were, emoticons were big, and so that's why we have this little cat saying please go away. which honestly is in keeping with the fact it's cute, but it's also in keeping with how cats are. They're very, they will come to you when they want something. Otherwise, it's like, no, just please go away. But also how quickly they flip from please go away to please die. I will attack you if you dare try and touch my stomach. So there was, the early 2000s cat pictures and memes just kind of started gaining momentum. And there was a real, not just in Japan, but also in the West, forums like 4chan. And I don't want to go on. First of all, 4chan, it's impossible to ever find anything. I don't want to particularly go on 4chan on my work computer in the year of our Lord 2021.
Sure.
But helpfully, Mashable put together this awesome timeline about 6 or so years ago. I had to find it like web archive. It's not available on mashable.com at the minute. But they did a really great timeline of kind of cat memes. And so, they obviously start with Giko. Iteyoshi. And then, do you remember Bonsai Kitten Hoax, which was, this will load eventually. There we go. It was where basically someone put a cat in a box and was like taking the piss that they were trying to grow it and mold it like a bonsai tree. But it was all completely fake.
Sure.
His face.
Yeah. And so this was all completely fake. There was also Tubcat.
I remember Tubcat.
Became famous for being a very big fat cat. Cat stacking.
Cat stacking is a good one.
Another huge thing.
Ceiling cat is a legend.
I didn't realize
Ceiling
Ceiling Cat
Cat
was 2003.
Ceiling Cat?
I thought that was way older.
Yeah.
Kitty Dance.
Yep, I know Kitty Dance.
No. But then if we keep going to about 2006, 2007, so Lime Cat, Cat Bread, Speedy
I
Cat.
remember these.
But then it's about here. So 2006, if we go down just a little bit more. Oh my god, that talking cat. Cats that look like Hitler. It's here. Where, this is where kind of cat memes started to go stratospheric. There he is. There he is. But it's
look at that beauty.
It's Cataday. This was all thanks to 4chan, if you want to stop around here. On Saturdays on 4chan, it became a tradition to post pictures of cats, and that's where Cataday came from. It was a big thing on the internet, and an entire website was dedicated to Cataday, and it was called Icon Has Cheeseburger, based off this little stupid guy. That guy there, that was the infamous cheeseburger cat. Icon Has Cheeseburger. And Tam, if you could click on the Know Your Meme link in the doc. I was there during Cataday posts. I would go on Icon Has Cheeseburger and other cheeseburger things. It is so cringy to look back at these. Like, just go through them, because it's
like very basic.
Like Zomj.
Yeah, I mean, look.
Zomg.
This is what it was.
It's cat day, goddammit. Post cats. I respect that one.
But it's like
Sweet and to the point.
That's a good one.
I remember that. Yeah, I remember that cat.
Is it cat? I
With-
think it's
with
the
the
I and the
Z,
Z. Yeah.
It's offensive to me. Is cat day somewhere?
Yeah, it's cat day.
And and so like this is if you think this is the kind of, for me, this is peak cats on the internet. This is what I consider when I think about cats on the internet, right?
Okay.
I, as a cat lover, why the fuck did we allow cats to speak like this on the internet?
Yeah. Why? Yeah. How did that happen?
Well, we'll get into that
Can't control cats.
in a little
Okay.
bit. So then if you go back to that kind of that timeline, if you go down just a little bit, so there's Nora. There's Tacknol.
Tacknol, yeah, long cat.
Henri Le Chat.
Henry
Simon's
Le Chat.
cat. Simon's cat. Spaghetti cat.
Oh wow, spaghetti cat.
Yeah.
There we go.
And then it is here. So if we go down to, I think the next one, Maru.
Maru.
I think, is kind of the cat that launched 1,000 ships in a weird way, because you can kind of see cat memes branch off. One side is like your regular cat meme with, like the I should buy a boat cat, like the hipster kitty, those traditional meme formats. But then on the other side, there is...
Where is Minoshka?
I think they're there somewhere. Like, I'm surprised Kitten was 2009?
Is Minoshka not here?
Maybe?
Your husband has been sentenced to Gulag. How do you feel?
Oh, I hope they're there.
I'm gonna find Minoshka.
Please find
We
Minoshka.
need Minoshka.
I'll explain like my small theory, but like you can see cat memes branching, and some of them are
Yeah.
just like the typical meme formats, and then the other ones are you get influencer cats. Minoshka, do you have a comment? All right, hang on.
Minushka, do you have comment? Your husband was taken to the gulag and now all you have to eat are beets to feed your children. Minushka, you have a comment.
It's very good.
But then the
Very
other
good.
side of it
Oh,
are influencer cats, and I think Maru is definitely one of the first ones where you have cats with updates. You don't just
Jobs.
see this, you have cats with jobs. You don't just see the same picture of a cat over and over again with different impact font text on it.
Yeah.
It is different videos, it is social media accounts. They have brand deals. So you've got Maru, Little Bub, Grumpy Cat, Princess Monster Truck, etc., etc. So this is like a kind of weird branching thing, which I just think is incredibly interesting to see at the time. But anyway,
yeah, sure.
why are cat memes so popular, do you think, Jeff?
I think it's because cats are the only animal that they don't appear to be comfortable as the animal that they are. Like, they're always doing very bizarre things that makes you think, like, is that really a cat in there? Like, are cats fully baked? Like, are they done? Like, in the way that most animals are done? Like, an elephant seems comfortable being an elephant. Cat, not so comfortable being a cat. A cat is just sort of, like, antsy and scared of everything and, like, seemingly on fire all the time. That's what I've noticed with cats.
It's also like an element of chance, right? It's like getting a good picture of a cat that's funny and memeable is like catching lightning in a bottle because of how non-compliant they are, right? Like if you, like a dog, you can teach a dog or whatever it may be to pose in a certain way. And dogs are always doing cute shit. Like cats, to get them to like take it, like for my meme, for example, the one that I did, it was complete luck. Like I just happened to take a series of pictures and then I put those pictures into a meme format that worked for me. And it was like, it happened in the space of maybe 3 minutes. But if I hadn't taken those pictures in that moment, that would have been it. Like never would have happened. So like when you take a picture of a cat that you feel like, oh, this is good and this is funny and I'm going to put this out there, you feel like you've like discovered something. You captured lightning in a bottle, as it were.
Yeah, I think as well as part of it is that cats are. I did read a very good article. I think it was on BuzzFeed where they were trying to also figure this out, and they basically said that dogs try too hard.
Yeah, it's 100%. That's why, like, dogs are amazing, but like they are too giving. It's
Yeah.
like they're very
Yeah.
needy.
And
I like to work for my affection a bit, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, and I think part of it as well, this is obviously conjecture, but it's like cats are typically a way more aloof animal. We, you know, no, I'm talking about
the
we.
cat
No. I was going to say we, humanity in general. We domesticate.
Domesticated.
You're right.
We domesticated dogs
mean.
earlier than we did cats, and dogs had like more of, there needed to be that bond. Like dogs had, we take them out
They
hunting.
had roles.
They had
we
roles.
made them work. Yeah.
Whereas
Was
cats,
it Sandman that had that like brief
cats.
story about the cats where
It
they're
is
like cats
Sandman.
remember that they were once revered as gods and now they're domesticated, but they remember that they were gods. That's why they don't give a shit about us. They're like, I used to be a god, now you treat me like this.
So you're saying they have like generational shared memory?
Yeah,
No,
that's why
well-
they're like I will not succumb to you, but I do need you to feed me.
But I will shit in this box.
Yeah, exactly.
But this thing, it's like, it's dogs, we have that longer, like, working together partnership, whereas with cats, it's sort of semi-domesticated themselves. Like, they became useful. We didn't get rid of them. Like, they would hunt mice and rats and stuff, and then they kind of grew to depend on us in a little weird way, but we also enjoy their company. But also, I think part of the reason why cats are funny is because they are very aloof, and so they're beautiful, they're so aloof, and they are difficult to read, and so when they get involved in like a funny situation, it's not like, the only way I could think of describing it is like punching up, because cats kind of have an air about them that they think they're better than you, and so when they do something stupid, you feel like it's okay to laugh at it. You laugh at dogs too, but
Sure.
I'm just going,
There's something truly weird. Like, again, like cats, they just don't. They seem like huge klutzes too. Like they just seem like really, even though they're incredibly nimble and agile and like surprisingly bizarre jumpers in a way that I don't understand. That doesn't make sense, and
Like,
they can fall great
the
distances.
way their
and not get
whiskers and
hurt.
eyebrows work to help them deliberately,
Yeah,
fit
like
into
they-
gaps in their
It
balance.
just seems they don't really kind of belong anywhere. And I think it's funny when you put a cat in a house and it's sort of just like it can't help itself but just sort of bump into stuff and be dumb. Yeah.
So the other thing is that one of the reasons is why some people, so this guy, his name is Professor John Bradshaw, who is the foundation director of the University of Bristol's Anthrozoology Institute. He says, like, his idea about this, about why cats are funny, is because they're so difficult to read, meaning that it's easier for us to project meaning onto their faces, which is, I assume, why you get like way more cat memes in various formats and various kind of life situations that you do maybe dogs, just because there's so much more potential there, like way more of a blank canvas. But
They also have that like brain parasite, right? That like humans love.
That's fake.
what?
I'm kidding.
That's fake.
That's fake.
Don't do this.
It says
Don't do
Tam as he's
this.
being held up by gunpoint from the
Fake
cat
Mews.
behind him.
Fake Mews.
Fake Mews, did you just say?
Yeah.
Fake Mews.
Okay, well, that's the episode title. I was good. I was searching for one. So what kind of people like cat content? Because the way that you, like, given that the cat is the unofficial mascot of the internet, you'd think that way more people would be cat people than there actually are. So in 2010, University of Texas did some research to figure out if Americans were more cat people or dog people.
Doing the important work.
I'll come back to that in a second.
Okay.
They polled 4,500 people. How many people, Jeff, don't look at the screen, how many people do you think said that they were cat people out of 4,500? Give me a percentage.
Out of how many?
4,500.
4,500
people.
How many people said that they were cat people? A quarter.
Okay, well, 45% said they were a dog person.
Okay.
27% said they were both a dog and a cat person.
Oh, okay.
15% said they were neither, and only 11.5% people said that they were a cat person.
So more than twice as low than I said 25%.
Yeah.
And this is okay.
Interestingly as well, this study, I'm always cautious about it, but they did sort of it's psychology.
Jury's still out.
I'm always
Yeah.
cautious about it. They also polled those people and they tested them on the Big Five, which are like the Big Five personality traits. Tam, can you read this please?
Results suggest that dog people are higher on extroversion, agreeableness, and conscientiousness, but lower on neuroticism and openness than cat people. These differences remain significant even when controlling for sex differences in pet ownership rates.
I'm not I understand all the words in that sentence. Combined, I'm not sure I understand its
so
meaning.
dog people are more likely to be extroverted and agreeable and conscientious, but they're not as neurotic
Yeah.
and open, whereas cat people are more neurotic and open. It
Okay.
kind of checks out, and
Yeah.
by the fact that dog people being extroverted, that kind of implies that cat people are introverted.
Well,
Which
checks
is
out
why
for
I'm
me
like,
personally.
that's the
But
thing.
I don't know
also,
if that.
yeah.
Oh, that's not necessarily what it's
No.
saying.
It
No.
kind of, yeah, I know what you mean.
No,
but,
I know what you mean. So, like, when I was pulling this together, I was like, I can see how you can then draw a conclusion from there.
Extrapolation,
Yeah.
which is never a good idea.
Never a
As students
good
of
idea.
psychology, Lucy and I
Yes.
both
Yes.
studied psychology.
Yes.
We can say, one, don't do that. Two, most of the studies in psychology are like nonsense up until they're
Oh,
not.
yeah. And then they are also then
Yeah.
reported by the news as, like, fact. Like, this is
Yeah.
why.
Yeah.
So, Tam, if you want to click on this next link, this is like a Google Trends that I did literally today. More people search for dogs, like massively, than
Okay.
cats. Like dogs are that red line, cats are that blue line. So why do cats reign supreme on the internet? There was a 2012 study in Japan that showed that like looking at images of cute animals in general boosted workers' performance. But then there was a 2015 study by Jessica Myrick that found people claimed that they felt an increase, like a boost in energy levels and positive emotions after watching cat videos. And the interesting thing about Myrick's study is that only 35% of the 7,000 people she had, and like for a psychological study, that's actually quite a lot of participants. So only 35% of them identified as cat people, self-identified. So if you want to extrapolate from that, and I know we've just been kind of talking about it, you could suggest... Sorry, I had a little visitor there. So if you really want to extrapolate from that, you could suggest that neurotic, introverted people spend more time on the internet, and I'm always hesitant about, cause and effect and, saying all that, but you can definitely see the argument, because if you think about who was there on the internet at the very, very beginning, like in Web 1.0, it was physics people, like physics students sharing papers with each other. If you looked at the early adopters of the internet and who was on Usenet,
The original cat people.
they
Yes.
were academics and nerds sharing their interests and looking to discuss them. So you could argue that's kind of how cats got a foothold on the internet. And by the time everyone else logged on, it was just like too late, and the cats had just been a mainstay. But I will say, I think this final quote that I'll get Tam to read is the way that I like to think about it.
In regards to why cats are more popular than dogs on the internet, I think it's because cat owners don't have a cat park or a place where they can congregate in person to talk about their cats, like how dog owners have a dog park to talk about their dogs. The internet has provided a place for cat owners and fans of cats to talk about their own cats, comment on how hilarious, cute, or evil their cat is, and swap stories, pictures, and videos.
That's from Emily Huff, from Emily Who from Cheeseburger.
Sure.
And I like to think that that's why cats are big on the internet.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. The dog park thing is definitely a funny observation because, I mean, yeah, like, as insufferable as those places can be, it is that outlet for dog people where cats don't really have that. Perhaps because, I don't know, maybe cats are just like, they're pets for people who don't really want responsibility. So I get it. I understand the desire there.
On all levels except physical, I am a cat. But the only one I can find is this version. This is my favorite version.
On all levels except physical, I am
So that was it. That
She's
was
just the best Smash Brothers meme that exists.
Oh, it's great.
oh boy.
Fuck.
So that was my sort of like whistle stop tour into like cats on the
I loved
internet,
it.
like a brief history of cats on the internet and potential reasons why we like them so much.
I love it. I love it. And let me just also say,
Close to an existential crisis at one point, but not anymore.
yeah, we quickly diverted out of there. Let me also say that I appear to dislike cats more than I actually do.
Oh, it's a bit, is it?
It's a little bit of a bit because I love in the most naive and like selfish way love all my cat jokes. That like is the only thing that makes me happy is making fun of cats. I just think it's great. I'll let you in on a little bit of information. I'm also allergic to cats.
That's
and therefore
why.
have a built-in negativity.
It comes from a
towards
place
them.
of fear.
Comes from a place of nasal congestion and watery eyes.
And this
I've come
Kiki.
across hypoallergenic cats in my life,
little
and they seemed
sphinxes.
fine.
Yeah.
They seemed fine, except for the part where they, made me bleed because they like got scared. That was the point where we had to go our own ways. But cats are fine. They're fine.
These cats we're looking at right now are Tam's cats.
These are my cats.
How many cats you got, dude?
I got 2 cats named Kiki, and you can check them out on an Instagram account called Cats Called Kiki.
Oh, right. I think we've had this conversation before. You own 2 cats with the same name.
Yes, they're both called Kiki.
Right.
Look at them.
Oh,
Yeah.
Kiki.
Look at her.
Yeah, it's very cute. It's,
She's beautiful. Look at them together.
do you know if they're hypoallergenic?
No, these cats will make you sneeze.
They will make me
crazy.
sneeze. Cool.
Yeah.
Well,
they shed like mad.
I will when
Look at them.
when it's safe to visit each other again, I will come in a hazmat suit.
These cats sadly are in England.
All right. Well.
I am without them, my beautiful girls.
Oh. How old are they?
I do not know. Kiki hair is very sick currently, which makes me sad.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
But look at them; they're still beautiful. Look at her.
She's
Yeah, I mean,
gorgeous.
I do love animals. That's the one thing that keeps bringing me back. I do love animals of all shapes and sizes and strange, characteristics. So, unfortunately, I guess cats are animals. So I guess I gotta put them in that category of me loving all them too.
Tam.
You have to love them.
Yeah.
I know,
Can
I guess.
we end on Tam's meme?
Yes.
You want to see my?
Because I
meme?
think
Yes.
hundreds of thousands of people have seen Kiki. They just
I
don't
want. It's
know.
millions. It's
It
millions.
has to be millions.
It has to be millions.
I think this is a almost certainly the former president of the United States have seen this.
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
100%.
He's absolutely
And
seen
we're
it.
here
'Cause
to
it
announce today that Tam, yes, he's minted it. It is now an NFT.
It's NFT, baby. Let's go.
And
So-
it's gonna be on Sotheby's, so watch out.
In 2017,
Oh, wow.
Love it.
I tweeted this with reading Trump tweets, and it is me and
It's-
Kiki.
It is just the best.
I remember being in the office when you tweeted this, and your phone had so many
I
notifications
had to turn it off.
that it
was draining.
it was insane.
Yeah,
It
it
was
was nonstop. It was draining my battery so fast that it couldn't keep up while on charge. That's how bad it was.
That's
so I
funny.
had to just turn the phone off. This was in 2017, and then when he got banned, I followed it up with this one many years later.
Oh
Very good.
god.
End scene.
Look at that.
Yeah, that's lightning in a bottle, like you said.
Yeah,
awesome.
it was good.
So anyway,
Thank you
that's
for
it.
watching this episode of the Very Online Show. What we've learned here is the antidote to all the horrible stuff that gives you brain rot on the internet is, of course, cat pictures.
Yeah.
If you want to send us your cat pictures, you can find us on Twitter. I'm at TomorH. Lucy.
I'm at Lucy James Games.
Jeff.
And I'm at Jeff Baclar, but keep your distance. I am allergic.
if you are watching this, this is obviously a Giant Bomb show. So share some of your your cat pics in Giant Bomb's forums. Hop in there, get in there. Find a Giant Bomb outlet, whether it's Discord, whether it's YouTube. No, not YouTube. You'll get banned for sharing links on that. The giantbomb.com site. Share your cat pics there. And while you're there, if you haven't already, why not pick up a premium sub? You'll get loads and loads of good video and audio content, including us, including many others. And it is beautiful stuff.
It's great.
Spend your money on us. Do it.
Do it.
Do it now.
Do it.
Do it for the cats.
We'll wait.
Do it for the cats.
We'll wait.
We'll see you in the next episode.
Bye.
Goodbye.
I'm a dog guy, like militantly a dog guy. I hate cats. I've been saying it for 20 years on the internet, and I've been all right. I love, in the most naive and like selfish way, love all my cat jokes. That like is the only thing that makes me happy, is making fun of cats. I just think it's great. The best thing about a cat is that it doesn't like you and you don't like it. No, I mean, look, I have no problem with dead cats. Yeah, that cat's dead. That cat's dead. He, of course, had to super glue all these cats to these items and shelves. How many cats did he go through? Yeah, and if you died in front of it, it would eat you. They also have that like brain parasite, right? That like humans love. They're pets for people who don't really want responsibility, so I get it. Yeah, we're keeping it light. We're keeping it light. Oh Jesus, I appear to dislike cats more than I actually do. Unfortunately, I guess cats are animals, so I guess I gotta put them in that category of me loving all them too.